Hello and welcome to Money Markets and More with me, Dominic Frisby. Today we ask why people speak so badly. The self-improvement industry is enormous. It's worth 41 billion worldwide, according to one report I read on Google. But by the time you factor in everything from health and diet to training and education to media, I think it's much, much bigger than that. We're almost all of us looking to improve ourselves in some way. We might spend fortunes and hours getting fit, getting strong, getting supple. We might spend ages making ourselves look beautiful. Never ceases to amaze me how long my eldest daughter can spend getting herself ready just for work. She's only going to work. We might spend hours reading or listening to podcasts about how we can improve our performance, our habits, our psychology. Of Amazon's best-selling books last year, 3 of the top 10 can be filed under self-improvement. Atomic Habits by James Clear and 2 Nathan Anthony books which were on healthy eating. But there is one thing we do not spend or do seem to spend any time trying to improve, and that is how we speak. And occasionally, there are clips of people being interviewed way back when. They'll appear on Twitter or Facebook, back in the 60s or the 50s, just ordinary people, even earlier than the 50s. And what's so amazing to me is just how beautifully people spoke. And you compare that to the noises that come out of some people's mouths today, and the awful vowel sounds, the poor diction. Even the language itself is frequently just so ugly. Actors, broadcasters, people who are supposed to be professional speakers are mostly dreadful. And no priority is given to excellence in voice and speech. It's considered snobbish. When I hear actors in period dramas, I want to despair. Leading politicians, they're mostly awful. If you listen to Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, his voice is puny. Now, I had a father who was a theatrical and he was obsessed with the spoken word and he hated microphones. And I guess that's always made me look at the world, or should I say listen to the world, through that perspective, through that prism, from that angle. And he and I used to work together on loads of exercises, and then I went to drama school and we spent hours and hours on voice and speech, humming, singing, diction exercises, exercising your tongue with bone props, little bits of wood between your teeth, la 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 la, to stretch your tongue. These little bit like a bit of a lollipop stick. Articulatory agility is a desirable ability, manipulating with dexterity the lips, the teeth, and the tip of the tongue. We had to say that over and over, tongue twisters galore. And I guess that stood me in good stead because voiceovers became my primary source of income for about 25 years until wrong age, wrong sex, wrong colour kicked in. But even me, who's sort of into voice and speech, I don't think I've done a voice or speech exercise in probably a decade, maybe occasionally as a warm-up. And when I catch myself speaking now, I often think, sloppy, my A sounds are awful. Elocution lessons, they were a big thing once upon a time. People would actively try to improve the way they spoke in order to improve their situation. I guess because of microphones, amplified sound, the need has gone away. That we're still judged on how we speak, subconsciously. And I know that there are plenty of voice and speech coaches today, but in general, this is one area of self-improvement that doesn't seem to have taken off, and how I wish it would. How often do you see somebody and they look fantastic, they look magnificent, only for them to open their mouth and then you're like, oh, something horrendous comes out. But even just to say that's considered snobbish. But if you should criticise somebody's voice or speech, as I say, it makes you a snob. They can't help how they speak, comes the retort. Yes, they can. Voice and speech are physical skills. They improve with exercise. And in the same way that we have a culture of exercise and sport, I wish we had a culture of improving our voice and speech as well. It's another symptom of fiat money, I'm sure. It would make such a difference. Never mind free speech. Let us have some good speech. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with another video very soon. Please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, goodbye.